If you enjoyed the video, feel free to subscribe. We're getting closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers. Help us reach that next milestone. This battle report is a test of the new studio I'm setting up to bring the quality of the games up and the recording process a bit more smooth. We are running a hammer and anvil style deployment we took out of one of the Leviathan patrol missions with Adapter Die and Taken Hold as the missions. It is the Shield Host Detachment, 1,000 points. There's no Forge World in this list. And our Warlord is a Shield Captain, and he has the Melta Spear with the Presidium Shield, and he has the enhancement from Hall of Armories, giving his spear +1 strength and +1 damage. For our characters, we have a Blade Champion, no enhancements. Battle line is 4 Custodian Guard, 3 with the Guardian Spears, 1 with the Vexilla and the Shield and the Misericordia. For our other data sheets, we have 3 Alaris Custodians with Castellan Axes, 5 Custodian Wardens with 5 Guardian Spears and 1 Vexilla. And then finally, we have 2 units of Witch Seekers. Rumor's World Eater list comes to 995 points. Her Warlord is Karn the Betrayer. She also has Lord of Custodes in there as well. For her battle line, she has a group of 10 Jackals, then a unit of 5 Berserkers with 2 Plasma Pistols and an Eviscerator in there, a big group of 6 Exalted 8-bound, a smaller group of 3 Exalted 8-bound, and then finally a Hellbrute with the Las Cannon and the Power Scourge. Alrighty here, so our deployment is done. For the Custodes over here, I deployed relatively defensively. I do have the Wardens on the line since I can pop a 4-up Feel No Pain if I need to. Put my Witch Seekers on my home objective. Another group of Witch Seekers here ready to scout ahead to grab this objective. And I put my Blade Champion with the Custodian Guard behind my Witch Seekers just for a screen because I can advance with them and charge if I do need to get them off the board fast. But I do want to screen myself just in case Rumor does get a turn 1 advance and charge, +2 movement, and fly off the board at me. 3 Alaris Terminators and Deep Strike. For the World Eater, so Rumor she has her Jackals on her home objective just to sticky that and hold that for now. Her big 6-man unit of Exalted 8-bound are sitting over here ready to pass towards the middle objective. We also have Lord of Custodes in between the 8-bound and the Karn Betrayer with his Berserkers, ready to give them a section scout for each of them. Then Rumor's Hellbrute is sitting over this corner, ready to shoot down the board and grab that objective. She did put 3 of her Exalted 8-bound and Deep Strike just to see what she can do with it later on in the game. So that is the deployment. We're going to go on to first turn roll and see what happens. Alright, so first turn roll, black is Custodes, green is World Eaters. World Eaters go first. Rumor used Lord of Custodes to scope these Exalted 8-bound 6 inches and Karn the Betrayer's unit up 6 inches. Lord of Custodes is by himself for this game, but he can still give these 2 units a scout and then scout up 6 inches himself. So she did shuffle these units up the board a little bit, getting ready for first turn. See what she draws. All right here, so for my scout moves, I scout these Witch Seekers up the board just to try to screen from a first turn charge as much as I can. I would rather Rumor charge into my Witch Seekers than these Custodian Guard with my Blade Champion. Then I scout it back with this group of Witch Seekers over here in case Rumor does draw something spicy to get that home objective on turn 1. That way I can hopefully deny her some points. So that's my scouts. We're gonna go into Rumor's turn 1 and see what she does. And this is going to be for turn 1 Blessing of Corn roll. Let's see what Rumor gets. And we'll see what this is, and we'll come back and let you know what she picks. So with those 2 doubles, Rumor is going to pick the +2 to her movement and the 6-up Feel No Pain. So for Rumor's turn 1 draw, she does get Extend Battle Lines and Establish Locus. So with her scope moves, she is pretty much already on this objective, so Extend Battle Lines is going to be really easy to do. She can just get onto this objective here, probably with the Exalted 8-band and her +2 movement from the Blessings of Corn, so she probably will be able to get Established Locus at least into the center. So that is going to be her Command phase, we're both up to 1 CP. We're gonna go on to Rumor's movement. All right, so for Rumor's turn 1, since she didn't get advanced in charge, she didn't fly up the board, she only moved up enough so she can get some points and still hide some of her units from fire. She moved over here, so I cannot get any shots from this unit. Even if I move them up some, they should be protected. Her Hellbrute will be able to shoot down at the board at my Wardens, maybe be able to get lucky and take one of them out. The Exalted 8-bound shuffled up just enough so they can get established locus on this objective. And the Jackals moved up a little bit since they did sticky this objective, but they still want to provide a screen for the Terminator. So they moved up just a little bit just to see if I'll react to anything that they'll do. And we're going to go on to Rumor's shooting, which isn't much, it's just the Hellbrute. I don't think there's going to be any charges, so we'll just do the shooting and we'll come back and see what the score is. For the Hellbrute, she rolled a 1 for the hit, so nothing happening there, but World Eaters aren't known for their shooting. She does get 7 points for 5 points for extend battle lines and 2 points for establish locus in the center, so that's not bad for turn 1. So we're going to go on to turn 1 for the Custodes, and let's see if I get an equally good draw. Alrighty, so for turn 1 for Custodes, I did draw Assassination and recover assets. Assassination probably not happening this turn, so I did use Adapt or Die to redraw that, and I did get marked for death, so probably not as good, probably just as bad. So Rumor will pick her Betrayers, the Hellbrute, and her Jackals. All these units I'm probably not going to be able to get into, let alone any shots at this turn. So we're going to go on to my turn 1, see what I can do to get on the board, and maybe into future turns some better points. Pretty quick movement phase. I moved the Witch Seekers here so I could grab this objective, take it from the Exalted 8-bound for the OC of 2 to the OC of 1 for the World Eater. So I do grab that objective to deny Rumor some points and screen from a terrifying charge from these Exalted 8-bound into my Warden. So hopefully I've screened that. We'll find out in Rumor's turn. Advance these Wardens onto this objective just to hold that, and then I advance the Custodian Guard over here, so next turn I can maybe sticky this and move forward. I didn't want to move forward too much just because Rumor still has her entire army at full strength, and she could get advance in charge in turn 2. So I want to be a little bit defensive here, see what the World Eaters are going to do, and see if I can withstand that charge that's incoming. Not much I can do for shooting. I may shoot some stuff into the Exalted 8-bound since I do have an assault on these spears and some of these flames into the Exalted 8-bound. So we'll see how the shots go. 12 shots from the Wardens going into the Exalted 8-bound. Let's see what I can do, see if I can plank some of these guys out. But it's going to be hard because they have these 6 up, feel no pain. So hitting on 2s, going to be wounding on 5s. 3 wounds, that's not too bad. You are getting cover. Still, you'll be saving on 3s. Here. Ooh, 2. So you do take 4 damage. 5 but feel no pain. If you get 2 of them, you'll survive.
Ooh.
How about none? So that takes out one of the Exalted 8-bound with the Warden shooting. I will take that. So we're going to go on to more shooting from the Witch Seekers. I'll just do that off camera. It's just going to be some flame shots. We'll show you if I maybe battle shock them. I did get 3 wounds through with the Witch Seekers. Rumor failed one, but she rolled a 6 on the feel no pain. But now she has to roll a battle shock test. So she needs a 6 on the dice, or the unit is battle shocked. It probably won't do anything, but just to show what the Witch Seekers can do. Battle shocks. So with a 5, this unit will be battle shocked into Rumor's next turn. So that's coming on up anyways, and I'm not charging them or anything. So that's not really going to make a difference, but sometimes it does. So remember, you can get a battle shock test with your Witch Seekers when you flame a unit. So that is my turn pretty much. There's not much else I can do. I'm not going to charge anything. So we'll see what recover assets. Mark for death probably isn't happening. So I'm going to toss that for a CP, bringing me up to 3 to Rumor's 2. We're going to go on to turn 2 for the World Eaters. So turn 2, Corn Yahtzee, what does Rumor get? She really wants to advance in charge, and +2 movement probably doesn't make a difference now, but let's see what she gets. We'll take a look at that and see what she has. So Rumor is going to pick an interesting one. She's going to pick Fight on Death and Feel No Pain. Fight on Death is pretty good because she was going to be moving this Exalted 8-bound towards my units. So now Fight on Death, if I charge into her, she may get a chance to smash me back. Not good for the Custodes. So on to Rumor's turn 2 draw. She did draw Containment and Bring It Down, but with Bring It Down, I do not have any vehicles, so she was able to redraw that, and she did get behind enemy lines. So that is good for her. She will be able to come down and grab
that probably with her Exalted 8-bound, will probably be able to deep strike down there and get to behind enemy lines. She does get 10 points for having this objective, and this objective bringing her up to 17 points to my 0. So we're going to see what I can do in my turn 2, but I have to weather the incoming World Eater's turn 2 charges. Alrighty here, so for Rumors, she movement so far, she just moved towards my Witch Seekers. I did Overwatch because I want to see if I can Battle Shock them to stop from any of those tasty stratagems she's going to have for choppings. So roll that up. So if you get a 5 or lower, you're Battle Shocked.
Oh no.
Nope, not Battle Shock, so that is not good. So she probably will be able to use some of them nice tasty stratagems against those Witch Seekers. She probably won't need to use it, but it would have been nice to Battle Shock that unit. Okay, so for Rumors, turn 2 movement, the World Eaters, pretty good movements. Lord of Custodes over here to do containment, same as the Hellbrute. The Jackals moved over here, moved back some just to create more of a screen, so there's nowhere really released a large Terminators could come down. Exalted 8-bound moved further up onto the objective, 8 in Overwatch, nothing happened there. Berserker stayed there, just keep on farming points. She did bring some of her group of Exalted 8-bound down over here so she could get behind enemy lines. And I replied with my own rapid ingress over here, 11 inches away, just to make sure that she asked she could make a good charge on me and get me, but hopefully she won't get it, and that way maybe next turn I can move towards there and maybe deal with them. Shooting, probably not going to happen too much. She might get some shots down at those Terminators, but other than that, we're just going to go on to the charges. The Hellbrute did hit my large Terminators and wounded them, and I failed the first save. I did have to spend a CP, bringing me down to, I think I'm down to 0 CP, just so I could save him on a 6. So now we're going to go to the charges. I gave Rumor the option of did she want to charge me or not, since she did have this objective now and kind of blocked herself off, but she said, I'm going to do whatever I can to kill you. So she's going to charge into this unit. Let's see what happens. Charge into the Witch Seekers. There's not much you can do. You can't fail it, so we'll roll it up anyways.
Attack men.
Attack men, oh, they are eager beavers. She may even be able to wrap around if she wanted to. So now the next charge is this one. We should have rolled that one for this charge here. She would have made it in. So we're going to try it again. You need a 12 on the down there, or 11. An 8. Alrighty, so the end of Rumor's turn, the World Eater's turn 2. She chopped up them Witch Seekers, so there wasn't much I could do about that. And then she does get 3 points for these Exalted 8-bound over here, bringing her score up to 26 to my 3, because I do get 3 points for Recover Assets, since she wasn't able to stop that in her turn. But score is looking pretty good for Rumor. Let's see what I can do in my turn 2. See if I can clear up some of these World Eaters and get some points on the board. Okay, so for turn 2 for Custodes, I did draw Bring It Down and Behind Enemy Lines. Bring It Down wasn't happening against this Hellbrute, so I did throw that away for my last of my adapter die and got Storm Hostile Objective. That's a little bit better. Since I do have this objective, I might be able to take with my Wardens. I do get 10 points for having this objective and this objective, bringing me up to 13 to Rumor's 26. So I do have some work to do, be able to catch up to these World Eaters. But let's see what I can do in my turn 2, my shooting and my charges. So I have a little bit of an idea how to clear up these Exalted 8-bounds, since there is a big brick of 6 here with a 5-up Feel No Pain. So I did advance my Blade Champion and the Custodian Guard out. I used Vigilant Eternal to sticky this objective out, and then I advanced the Blade Champion, only getting a 2. So I moved him up 8 inches towards these Exalted 8-bound to try to charge this unit, and then I moved the Wardens up 6 inches too, but left enough room to hopefully be able to get 2 units in there if I get a big charge on the Wardens to wrap around here. Terminators towards the Rumor's Exalted 8-bound to see if I can get a charge there. It is probably about a 6-inch charge, but hopefully I can get it. I am out of CP since I did have to use 1 to sticky this objective. So we'll see about that. See, hopefully the Witch Seekers can hold on to it for the rest of the game and possibly get me some points with some containment if I get containment. So that's my turn for movement. I'm going to go into my shooting phase and then charge and see if I can take out these Exalted 8-bound. All my shots, everything are going to go onto these Exalted 8-bound, and we'll see what happens. I did the shooting off camera, and once again, Rumor failed to do any of her Feel No Pains. I got 2 wounds through, and she missed all her Feel No Pains. I think she might have got 1 of them, but being 2 damage each for a total of 4, 1 wasn't going to be enough. So another Exalted 8-bound down. She did take the one up front to try to extend my charges, which we're going to do now. So let's do the Blade Champion first, because if I get the Blade Champion in, he probably is going to do a little more damage than the Warden's units. Let's see. I can re-roll his charges, but a 9 will get him in. So he'll get a 9. We'll roll the Wardens, but we'll see, because he's got it with the 9 with the Blade Champion. We're going to have to wrap around. So we are going to need something higher than like a 3 or a 4. An 8, that'll get us in. And then last, we have this group into this Exalted 8-bound. So I do need like a 6. A 7. So all my charges have made it in. That is good for the Custodes. Might not be good news for Rumor and her World Eaters. Alrighty, so the charges made it in. I'm going to start with the Blade Champions unit first, just so I can probably do the most damage there, since I did get quite a bit of them in. I still have enough of the Wardens back here, so I could still be on this objective. Rumor does have 2 CP to interrupt, which she probably will interrupt over here, but I wanted to take out this unit first, since there is 4 of them. They can do more damage. I do have more firepower here, but this unit back here isn't quite as dangerous right now as taking this out and getting the center objective. So we're going to do that first. Let's see what happens. Okay, here. So we'll start with the Blade Champion. Crits on 5s. I am going to take sustained because I am hunting for those devastating wounds. Oh, we got 3 extra hits. We are strength 6 against toughness 6. We are looking for 4s, but 6s are devastating wounds. Reroll 1s for the... So we did get 1 devastating wound and then 4 regular wounds. 5s I do believe. So I do believe you by 5 up in Vuln. Ooh, you saved 2 of them, so that is good. So we'll do your Feel No Pains and we'll figure out what happens. So Rumor not rolling good on her 5 up Feel No Pains. With 3 damage each, you only need to roll 1 of them to make me have to do 2 attacks to kill a Exalted 8-bound, but for 2 of them, didn't roll any of them, and 1 of them she only rolled 1 5. So 1 5 out of 9 dice isn't the best. So we'll do the rest of the attacks off camera, because I just don't think this unit's going to survive, and then we'll see what Rumor can do with her interrupt. So Rumor is spending 2 of her CP, so she can do an interrupt here. So we're going to do the heavy chain glaive first. 8 attacks, looking for 2s. So she got 3 wounds for the year. These are AP3, so I do need to get a 4 up invulns. I do take 2 damage, and we still got more stuff to come. And here's the rest of her attacks. She's going to have 10 heavy chain glaives, so 10 heavy chain glaive attacks, hitting on 2s. Take out the 1s. So you need 5s to wound me with your Eviscerator, since you didn't get the +1 to strength, since you did not charge. You were charged. Roll her up, honey. Not bad, 4. So she got 4. It will be on my invuln, so I could lose a Terminator. Ooh, I might lose. How much damage are these things? 2 damage each. Ooh, I lose 2 Terminators. Not the best. So with Rumor's fight on death, she was able to take out 1 of my Custodian Guard. So now my lone Alaris Terminator is going to swing at her Exalted 8-bound. I do need 2s. 5s will be, I'm going to take sustained, of course. 3 extra, that's tasty. Then I need 3s. Oh my goodness. That Alaris Terminator is angry. Oh. And this Terminator over here is a weapon. Even though Rumor did have the 5 of Feel No Pain, she didn't roll very well on those again and did end up losing that entire unit to that 1 Alaris Terminator. So that guy, worth his points, very good. So everything else, I did storm this hostile objective, getting 5 points for that. So the score is going to go up to 17 to 26, I do believe the score is. Now we're going to go on to turn 3 for the World Eaters. See if Rumor can pull off something, because she has taken quite a bit of losses and is kind of stuck back here. But maybe she can get forward and take with some of these Custodian Guard. But that is a big, scary brick of Custodes on the center objective now. Let's go on to Rumor's turn 3, see what happens.
It was getting late for Rumor, so we decided to do a lot of the rest of the game off camera. I did summarize what happened though, because after that big turn for the Custodes, it did look pretty bad for the World Eaters, but we'll see what happens for the rest of the game here. Battle round 3, Custodes select crits on 5s for their martial mastery. For World Eaters Yahtzee, Rumor takes advance in charge and lethal hits. Rumor draws assassination and no prisoners. She does get 10 points on the primary, bringing the score up to 36 to 17. World Eaters shooting phase, the Hellbrute does manage to kill a Warden with the las cannon. Lord and Mikadis charges the Wardens with an 8. Karn and friends charge the Wardens with a 9. And the Jackals are also into the Wardens with a 10 on the charge. The Custodes Shield Captain is going to use both Katas, and the Warden is going to use the 4-up Feel No Pain for the fight phase. World Eaters use 1 CP for the Stratagem for the Skull Throne, 4+1 to the wound roll against characters, vehicles, and monsters. Karn and the Berserkers kill 3 Wardens, but the Shield Captain and the remaining Warden use Interrupt for 1 CP, using Strategic Mastery to reduce it by 1 CP. All the Shield Captain attacks went into Lord of Makata's, going absolutely berserk with the crits on 5s and the sustained 1. The 1 Warden was able to kill 5 Jackals, who then took off 1 wound off that remaining Warden. World Eaters end their turn, sadly for them not able to achieve their secondary, but Rumor will hold on to them for next turn. The Shield Captain Interrupt making a huge difference in this round. The score remains 36-17. Custodes turn 3. Custodes turn 3. I draw no prisoners and containment. I gain 10 points on the primary, taking the score up to 36-27 for the World Eaters. Custodes movement, the Shield Captain unit passes Battle Shock, then uses Multi-Potentiality for 1 CP to fall back and then be able to shoot and charge. The Alars come down on the World Eaters' home objective, turning off the Jackal's sticky objective. The Custodian Guard shuffle ahead to make a charge unfailable into Karn and friends. The Shield Captain and the 1 Warden charge the Jackals, and the Custodian Guard charge Karn and friends. The end of the turn, a lot of losses on both sides, but the World Eaters are running out of units. But Karn took all but 1 Custodian Guard with him in the fight phase with his Fight on Death ability. The Jackals were wiped out as well, leaving Rumor with only 1 unit on the board, the Hellbrute. I get 3 points for the Witchseekers doing containment, and then 5 points for that Alar stealing the home objective, giving me Storm Hostile objective, bringing the score up to a total of 36-35 for Rumor and her World Eaters. Turn 4 for Rumor, she was able to charge the Blade Champion and the Custodian Guard, and then kill the Custodian Guard with her Hellbrute, getting her 2 points for no prisoners, bringing the score up to 38-35. On Custodes turn 4, I draw Sabotage and Cleanse, gain 15 points on the primary, taking the score up to 50-38 for the Custodes. The Shield Captain with the Wardens, along with the Blade Champion, were able to cut down the Hellbrute with the Alaris, performing the Sabotage action. With the score 56-38 and no models left for the World Eaters, going into turn 5, and now behind on the score, we decide to call it. A fun-filled game with Rumor and her World Eaters. I got lucky with some of my charges, and she got very unlucky with her Feel No Pains. The Exalted 8-bound even had a 5-up Feel No Pain with that 6-up, since they already have the 6-up already. Thanks to Rumor for playing. I hope you all enjoyed the video. It was a test game for the new studio, but it ended up being a lot of fun. I got to test out the 1000 Shield Host list. If you enjoyed the content or any other content on the channel, feel free to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by.